Beneath the Vatican's marble floors lies a hidden world of ancient tombs, secret tunnels, and mysterious chambers. From papal escape routes to underground laboratories, we're diving deep into the fascinating subterranean realm that few have ever seen. Let's start our journey in the Vatican necropolis, an incredible underground cemetery that's been called the City of the Dead. Picture this: rows of ancient Roman tombs dating back to the 1st century, perfectly preserved beneath St. Peter's Basilica. These aren't just any tombs. They're elaborate mini-houses complete with decorative mosaics, family dining rooms for memorial feasts, and detailed inscriptions telling stories of the people buried here. The most fascinating part? This is where archaeologists discovered what they believe to be St. Peter's tomb, marked by early Christian graffiti and surrounded by red walls that have survived for nearly 2,000 years. The necropolis was accidentally found in the 1940s when workers were digging to create a parking space for Pope Pius XII's funeral, proving that sometimes the best discoveries happen by chance. Now, let's explore one of the Vatican's most intriguing spaces, the secret archives. Don't let the name fool you. They're not exactly secret anymore, but they're still incredibly fascinating. Imagine 53 miles of shelving filled with documents spanning over 12 centuries. We're talking about letters from Michelangelo, records from medieval kings, and even documents from historical trials. One of the most famous pieces here is the 60-foot-long scroll containing the testimonies from the Knights Templar trials. But here's something cool. The archives also house some unexpected items, like a letter from Mary, Queen of Scots, written right before her execution, and even letters from Abraham Lincoln. The security here is no joke. Researchers need special permission to access these treasures, and they can only view 3 documents per day. Think of it as the world's most exclusive library, where every page tells a story that shaped history. Moving on to one of the Vatican's most dramatic features, the Passetto di Borgo, a secret elevated passageway that's played a crucial role in papal history. Think of it as the Pope's personal escape route, stretching about half a mile from the Vatican to Castel Sant'Angelo. This fortress-like corridor came in handy during the infamous sack of Rome in 1527, when Pope Clement VII used it to flee while Swiss guards fought off invaders. Built in 857, it's basically a medieval version of a presidential escape tunnel, complete with guard stations and hidden exits. The corridor's thick walls aren't just for protection. They're wide enough for a small army to move through, which proved useful during sieges. While it's rarely open to the public today, this passageway remains ready for emergency use, connecting the Pope's residence to a fortress that could serve as a last resort bunker. Let's venture into the sacred crypts beneath St. Peter's Basilica, where generations of popes have been laid to rest. These underground chambers hold 91 papal tombs, each telling its own fascinating story. The most famous area is the Vatican Grottos, a sprawling network of chapels and burial chambers that feels like a subterranean cathedral. Here you'll find ornate marble sarcophagi decorated with incredible artwork, from Pope John Paul II's simple tomb, marked only by his name, to the elaborate bronze sculpture of Pope Innocent VIII lying in state. Some of these tombs hold surprising secrets, like Pope Sixtus IV's tomb, which was crafted by the same artist who made the bronze doors of St. Peter's Basilica. What's particularly fascinating is how these burial traditions have evolved over time, reflecting changing attitudes toward papal power and Catholic traditions. Let's raise a glass to one of the Vatican's lesser-known treasures, its historic wine cellar. Hidden beneath the papal palace, this isn't your average wine storage. Dating back to the 16th century, these vaulted chambers were designed to keep communion wine and papal collections at perfect temperatures. The cellar's ingenious ventilation system, created by Renaissance architects, uses natural air currents to maintain ideal conditions year-round. During World War II, these cellars served a surprising purpose. They became a safe house for rare Italian wines that would otherwise have been seized by Nazi forces. The most fascinating part: the cellar connects to an ancient Roman water system that's still partially functional today, helping regulate humidity levels. Some of the wine racks here are carved directly into the tufa rock, creating natural temperature-controlled storage spaces that would make modern wine enthusiasts jealous. Ready to discover some of the most incredible treasures hidden beneath the Vatican? The underground chambers have revealed stunning artifacts that rewrite history. From a solid gold cross dating to the 3rd century, found tucked away in a forgotten corner, to perfectly preserved Roman statues that once decorated Emperor Nero's gardens. We've uncovered ancient manuscripts written in languages that took years to decode, and precious jewels that belong to long-forgotten noble families. One of the most remarkable finds was a collection of early Christian artifacts, including oil lamps with secret symbols used by persecuted believers to identify safe houses. There's even a mysterious room filled with ceremonial objects that scholars are still trying to understand. These discoveries paint a vivid picture of Rome's transformation from a pagan empire to the center of Christianity. Let's explore the Vatican grottos, a fascinating maze of underground chapels that sits between St. Peter's Basilica and the ancient necropolis. This network of sacred spaces is like a hidden city of faith, where every corner tells a story. Here you'll find stunning mosaics depicting biblical scenes, with some dating back to the 10th century. The most remarkable feature is the Chapel of the Madonna of Partorienti, where expectant mothers once prayed for safe deliveries. The air here is thick with history, literally. The walls contain fragments of the original basilica built by Constantine in 324 AD. What makes these grottos truly special is how they blend different historical periods. You might see a medieval fresco right next to a Baroque altar, all illuminated by centuries-old oil lamps that still burn today. Now let's step into a more recent chapter of Vatican history, its Cold War preparations. During the 1950s and 60s, the Vatican constructed a network of nuclear bunkers that would make James Bond jealous. These reinforced concrete chambers, buried deep beneath the papal gardens, were designed to protect the Pope and essential church documents from potential nuclear attacks. The main bunker features blast-proof doors, independent air filtration systems, and enough supplies to sustain dozens of people for months. But here's something fascinating. They also built a sophisticated communications center that could maintain contact with Catholic churches worldwide, even during a nuclear winter. The bunker's walls are lined with lead and copper to shield against radiation, and there's even a special vault designed to preserve ancient manuscripts in case of disaster. Let's venture into one of the Vatican's most cutting-edge secrets, its underground scientific laboratory. This high-tech facility, hidden beneath centuries-old architecture, is where ancient meets modern in fascinating ways. Here, expert conservators use advanced technology like multispectral imaging and 3D scanning to study and preserve priceless artifacts. The lab houses some impressive equipment, including a particle accelerator used to date historical objects and analyze pigments in ancient artwork. One of the most interesting projects involves using artificial intelligence to piece together fragmented manuscripts. The lab also features a climate-controlled chamber where scientists study the effects of time on different materials, helping them develop better preservation techniques for the Vatican's vast collection of historical treasures. Let's explore the most mysterious parts of the Vatican underground, areas that remain strictly off-limits to the public. Deep beneath the Vatican gardens lies a network of chambers that even most employees don't know about. These include a heavily guarded vault rumored to contain sensitive historical documents, and an ancient tunnel system that some believe connects to unknown parts of Rome. There's also a series of sealed crypts that haven't been opened since the 1800s. Their contents are the subject of endless speculation. Perhaps most intriguing is a section beneath the Apostolic Palace that requires special papal permission to enter. While we can't know exactly what's behind these forbidden doors, historians suggest they might contain everything from priceless religious artifacts to controversial historical records. The Vatican's official stance? Some secrets need to remain secret, at least for now. Thanks for joining us on this fascinating journey beneath the Vatican. These underground wonders remind us how history's mysteries continue to captivate us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to explore more hidden historical treasures together.